A week later, Jane decided to take her own family up to the cottage. She laughed off Roberta's silence. "Probably just stress," she said to Dennis Cisco, her CM, as they unloaded the bags. "She's always been like that. Emotional." Jane's 3 kids, her firstborn son Emmanuel, also known as Maxwell FX, her daughter Nicole, also known as Faint Cole, and her youngest boy Francis, ran excitedly through the cabin, giggling as they played hide-and-seek in the dim corners of the old house. That first evening, Jane noticed the coat rack had been shoved oddly into the corner. The trapdoor in the hallway was slightly open. She figured it was just old storage and pushed it firmly shut. Thereafter, they stepped into a creepy room, and there was an old piano loomed before them, its keys creaking ominously in the darkness. A chill ran down their spines as they began to play a haunting melody, the notes echoing off the walls like whispers from beyond. The atmosphere grew thick with anticipation, and suddenly, a ghostly figure seemed to materialize in the shadows. But was it real, or just a trick of the mind? Cisco murmured while he continued playing. The music swirled on, building tension, until they finally finished the tune and made a hasty retreat from the room, all laughing and terrified at the same time. Jane started thinking of what Roberta and her own kids have said earlier. While the others proceed to the sitting room, Jane stood at the hallway and stared at the door, and she could feel the presence of something or someone behind the door. She thought of opening the door again. As she stretched her hand near the handle of the door, Nicole screamed, "Mummy!" Jane got a shock and left quickly and attended to Nicole. That night, while Cisco stepped outside to get some fresh air and the kids played with flashlights in the sitting room, Jane's phone buzzed. Unknown number. One message. "Don't open the second door." She paused, looked at the hallway, deleted the message. Then came the knock. Soft. 3 times. From the back door. She opened it slowly. Cold wind. Trees. Nothing there. She was about to close it when her daughter appeared behind her, rubbing one eye sleepily. "Mummy," she said softly, "the girls downstairs want to play with me." Jane stiffened. "What girls?" Her daughter pointed toward the hallway. "They said they miss Uche and Oge. And they said I can come too." Jane's breath caught. She turned. The coat rack had moved again. The trapdoor was wide open. From the shadows below came a faint rustling sound. Then a whisper. "Come down and play." And from deep in the cellar, 2 little girls giggled. They went to bed in fear, and in the morning Jane asked Cisco to drive them home. It had been 3 days since Jane and her children returned from the cottage. The children seemed fine, laughing, playing, eating, but strange things lingered. Nicole often paused mid-sentence and mixed words, and normally say incidents for no incidents, her eyes fixed on corners of the room. Maxwell had begun sketching spiral symbols on his notebooks, symbols his mom, Jane, had never seen before. And every night, at exactly 2:17 a.m., her phone would vibrate with the same message. "You shouldn't have opened it." Jane, unsettled but determined to end this, reached out to the only person Roberta might still talk to, her husband, Mr. Cletus. He was surprised by the call. "She doesn't talk about what happened," he said. "But she's been acting strange. She hears things at night. Keeps the lights on. She keeps saying, I should have listened to the knock. How and who will solve this mystery? Follow me, let's find out together."